Tocca a lei, venga avanti.
Buongiorno.
Lei è?
Marco Precucci.
Chi?
Marco Precucci, quello del MethZpmbies Show, in onda su Spreaker. Ha presente, no?
No.
Ah.
Cos'è?
Una breve rubrica di un quarto d'ora dove si alternano un po' di chiacchiere nerd e buona musica. Carino, no?
Da dove viene?
Rimini.
Ecco, ci torni.
Grazie. Tutti i martedì e giovedì sera alle 18:30 The MethZpmbies Show, in diretta.
Ladies and gentlemen, the MethZpmbies Show.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Taken Taylor, and you're listening to Be Heard Ministry. What's going on, guys? Today's Saturday, and it's 12:53. We're going to be talking about meth today. I think it's a very important topic because it's hit us very hard, has it not? The war on methamphetamine is out of hand. Guys, the war on drugs is bad, but the war on methamphetamine is out of hand. It's way out of hand. So today I want to talk about it, and the title of the thing is going to be what lies beneath, and that's what lies beneath the MethZpmbies. And have you ever, watched a horror movie, the zombie movie, where, they're walking around soulless and they're just like unconscious, just chomping away on each other? Well, that's exactly how it feels to be like a zombie, meth zombie, as we speak. Your body starts to shut down and your soul completely doesn't exist, and we go around taking big bites out of each other, trying to infect one another to keep our high going, and the havoc that goes along with it. I'm doing a documentary, and I hope everybody gets to watch it. We'll be starting next week on it, and I hope to get it finished soon. It's very, very passionate to me because I need so many people to understand just how important it is to keep your children and your family away from this drug. This drug is by far the most deadly and the most lethal. I mean, she has all kinds of different names, and they're even making it easier for them to not have so many as blow-ups, as you will, because they call it cold cooking now. And like I said, it's basically taking, by far, methamphetamine is a central nervous system, and it's a stimulant, and it's similar to a structure of the amphetamine. Due to its high potential for abuse, methamphetamine is classified as a Schedule II drug and is available only through a prescription that cannot be refilled. Now, although methamphetamine can be prescribed by a doctor, its medical uses are limited, and the doses that are prescribed are much, much lower than those typically abused. So most of the methamphetamine abused in the country comes from a foreign or domestic super labs that make it. And it's being made every day. And where its production endangers people and neighbors and our environment. Now, how do you think that the methamphetamine is being abused? Well, methamphetamine is white and it's odorless, and it's a bitter tasting crystal that easily dissolves in water or alcohol and is taken orally, or you can shoot it, snort it, inject it, and smoke. Now, methamphetamine, what it does is it increases the release and blocks the reuptake of the brain chemical, the neurotransmitters, your dopamines, right? Now, leading to high levels of the chemical in the brain, and a common mechanism for action, for most drugs and abuse. Dopamine is involved in reward motivation that makes us experience much pleasure and a motor factor function. Well, methamphetamine's ability is to release dopamines rapidly and give you this big, rush, euphoria. And Many users, get addicted to this after just snorting it or smoking it, injecting it. By far, I have to say, I was a long, long time, and methamphetamine has been one of the most hardest drugs that I've ever had to kick. I really wasn't really big into drugs. I did drugs when I turned 25, believe it or not. It waited for me, and it wasn't methamphetamine. It wasn't until years later that I found this horrible devil's drug, and spent my time smoking and off of a pillow, and thought that the pipe was the best thing I ever had, and I still maintained, and I still worked for a doctor, and I still took care of my kids, but it still, though, I was going to a dark place. And so on my birthday one night, me and my husband decided that we would take it to the next level, and we would shoot up. And it was very scary, and my world started closing in. I literally felt that needle suck me into in there. But anyway, the methamphetamine is it releases all that, and it produces a euphoria or rush. Now, chronic methamphetamine abuse is significantly it changes how the brain functions. The NOAA's human brain images on the studies have shown alterations in activity that are associated with reducing the motor skills and impaired verbal learning. Recent studies have showed that methamphetamine abusers have also revealed severe structural and functional changes in areas of the brain associated with emotion and memory. Now, this may account for many of the emotional and conjunctive problems observed from methamphetamine abusers. Now, if you just keep on repeating methamphetamine abuse like we did, it can also lead to the addiction and chronic relapsing disease characterized by compulsive drug seeking and use, which my husband has got right now. And it's accompanied by chemical and molecular changes in the brain, and some of these changes persist long after methamphetamine abuse is stopped. And the reversal of some of the changes, however, may be observed as after sustained periods of abstinence, but it'd have to be greater than a year or more. Now, I'm going to go to break, and when I come back, we're going to talk back a little bit about the methamphetamine and just exactly what it does, and then we'll talk a little bit about my documentary that I'm going to be doing, and I'm really excited about that. So stick around. This is Take 'em Taylor, and you're listening to Be Heard Ministry. Hey guys, it's Take on Taylor, and you're listening to Be Heard Ministry. Like I said, we were talking about today methamphetamine and the abuse and just how difficult it is to get one of our loved ones to get off of this drug. My husband is still on it, and he is showed no signs of getting any better. And it's come to the point where I don't want to be in the relationship any longer. I love my husband, and I always will, and I will still be, spiritually connected to him. He's my husband. But the Lord also says that sometimes it comes that we have to separate, and I think that right now that would be the best thing for us. And but praise God, that's why we have the good Lord. See, I'm human just like everyone else. I don't try to candy coat anything, because I believe in order for us to prosper and be able to follow in God's path, is that we've had to go into these stumbled dark paths to bring us out into the light. Is that not right? Praise the Lord. So the dark side of the being bit by a meth zombie would be that that you start walking around and trying to infect other people because you're just trying to keep the high up. So you want to get them doing the same thing you're doing. You have to understand that if you don't know what this drug can do, please research it. It's dangerous. It's detrimental when you have kids that are in elementary school, and they can have access to this, and now they're making it to where it's flavorful, where it's more tasty. Well, my God, why don't you just, set up shop and put the, put it in baggies, and we'll sell it as Skittles or Pop Rocks, It's sad, and it is Satan's drug, and it's a very dark drug. And if there's anybody out there that's on that drug, please, I ask you to please seek help immediately. And pray, because the Lord will not let the enemy take you. He will not do that. You believe that? Okay, so the big guy, the God, my Messiah, the one and only, he'll pull you out of there, okay? Right when you need it. You'll be right there in the light of love. And you will have peace, and you will see forgiveness, and know that joy can and will be one day. Addiction doesn't have to be end in deadliness or jail or any of those things. It can come out to be a pretty good thing, and just know that, and keep looking for that light. And because it's just flickering, you can barely see it, guys, it's there, and that's what keeps your soul alive, is you keep your eyes on that light. Okay, guys? And some of you don't know what I'm talking about, but others that has faced that big hole, and it seems like you can't get out of it, just keep looking. It's coming. You can see it. It's going to get bigger, and it's going to get better. MethZpmbies behaviors are not always to look. Not all methamphetamine abusers look like your typical before and after pictures you see of meth heads, okay? They do not. They come in doctors, lawyers all over, and they're beautiful models. I live in Houston, Texas, and I'm here to tell you that you wouldn't be standing next to a group of methamphetamine abusers, and you wouldn't know. I'm just telling you. They appear to be, good people. And for the most part, they all are of what we knew of them. But they're not the same person. That is not your daughter that you're talking to, or your husband, or your mother, or your child. They're not. You're talking now to Christina, the methamphetamine. And she's very, very demonic. And she's going to take your family through lots and lots of things. Guys, I ask you to seek help for your family members and your loved ones. and pray. You know what I'm saying? And Satan, he has that, cannot stay alive in light, because the wicked never sleep, restless and discontent, and it thrives in darkness, which is empty, and will with a little bit of a well-fed ego and the right to grumble and be cruel and vindictive and resentful, all before you could bat an eyelash, basically. I want you to understand just how important it is for you to know that if anyone out there is on this drug, that there is help, and you can contact me. My number is 832-258-8467. Again, 832-258-8467. Please don't hesitate to call me if you just need to talk. I should be getting a 1-800 number soon. I'm going to end this session for right now, but I will start part 2 in about 30 minutes. Thank you. This is Be Heard Ministry. Take care, guys.